Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath and our Human Rogues Joyous journey. We are at Rutherin Village. We're going to turn in all of our breadcrumbs here as well as the ones in Darnassus.
How may I help?
The hippogriff population simply wouldn't flourish here if it weren't for us. But I am sure you understand all too well, having traveled to Feralas yourself and seen the devastation of the Gorduni there. Well, as you can see, I am hard at work here, so you'd best be on your way. What is favored of a loon? Collect 15 wildkin feathers from the hinterlands. No. That would have been nice to have when we went to the hinterlands. There were lots of owlkin we could have fought. I'll have to remember that quest for the future.
Greetings.
Look, Rambles, I'll be blunt. Joyous always thinks he has found something important in those ruins. The truth is, anything that was truly valuable was probably hoarded away long ago by the ogres or the harpies that now reside there. You're welcome to take a look around, but I don't know if you'll find any books here that will help you.
Go in peace.
Take a look around, Rambles. Perhaps you will find something that I have missed. Okay. Oh, like the shiny book over here with the exclamation point above it. Did you miss this book over here on the floor? Feralas, A History. This book looks as if no one has opened it for quite a long time. They've just left it on the floor because 10,000-year-old night elves are known to be quite messy. Its covers are quite worn, and its pages are yellowed, but after examining it, you notice that it might be just what Joyous is looking for. You pick it up, but realize you should probably ask before borrowing it.
Elune be with you.
I will allow you to borrow this book, but only if you do something for me first. I've studied many subjects in my time, and my latest fascination is with the snapjaw that occupied the beach in the hinterlands. There's one in particular I'd like to see, a giant snapjaw named Gamarita. I'd like to go myself, but my research keeps me here. I think a picture of her would be the next best thing. Take this letter to Kurgle Krankenhop in Tannerus. She has created an invention for me that can capture a picture. She called it a snapshot.
Goddess watch over.
Okay, do we want to do that? All that running around Tannerus and then to the Eastern Kingdoms to go to the hinterlands. We're gonna be back in Tannerus eventually anyway. We'll grab this guy's quest just in case, by chance, we do happen to go do that. I don't know if we will. But if we do, then we can hunt the wildkin. We have a few levels to think about it. Alright, now we also have 2 quests to turn in at the Temple of the Moon. And I don't know if we need anything else. We could grab Ungoro Soil. Could grab Call to the Plaguelands. I kind of forgot about the Plaguelands. I did kind of forget about the Plaguelands. We could go to the Plaguelands to get levels if we need to, like in the 50s. Let's grab Ungoro Soil. I think we're going to go to Ungoro. Let me guess, it's going to be all the way at the top. Yeah. Well, don't try to sprint upstairs, it turns out. There we go. It's a little better.
Speak quickly, young one. I have urgent matters to attend.
The soil of Ungoro Crater is reportedly enriched with potent magical qualities. I want to know facts from falsehoods. Go into the wilds of Ungoro and acquire enough quality samples of soil for our continued study. You may think that collection tasks are beneath you. That sort of attitude does not endear yourself to me or this. We didn't say anything. Bring the samples to Janal, who is no doubt wasting time outside behind this tree. Alright. This guy has always been kind of a jerk. Alright, now we need to go all the way south to Temple of Elune.
I am listening.
We could grab this.
May the stars guide you.
Could grab that just in case we do head to the Plaguelands. And I'm gonna assume that everybody is going to be up top.
I am honored.
Peace and tranquility be upon you, stranger. Why have you sought me out this day? This report. We night elves know of the terror mentioned here. Fizzledowser was wise to send this, and you, to me. These creatures will consume the Tannerous Desert rapidly. They are nothing short of one of the greatest menaces we will ever face. Familiarize yourself with this name, Rambles. Silithid. The insects mentioned here are the Silithid, and they are the tools of one of the greatest threats that both the Horde and Alliance face. If only we were smart enough to see that before. It would seem that the Silithid's intent, nay, reason for being, is to devour everything in their path that is not of their ecology. Their focus is singular, and it is for this reason that they are a grave threat to all life on Azeroth. What we've seen to date is but the first stages. I suspect that their strength comes from deeper in Kalimdor, on Goro Crater. Go to Gadgekstan in the Tannerous Desert and speak to Alchemist Pestilzug. Tell him of my theory. He will surely aid us in fighting the Silithid.
Farewell.
Sounds pretty serious, actually.
My heart sleeps in the Emerald Dream.
It pleases us to have more powerful adventurers here in the temple. If you have the time, will you share a tale or two with the younger adventurers? I know many of them would benefit from your wisdom. I'm sorry, how rude of me. You've come to the temple seeking our aid and I impose on you. Please forgive me. Tell me what the servants of the light can do for you. That's an amazing story, Rambles. It pleases us that you've not only helped Dragonkind, but also one of our own priestesses. Jerkal was right to send you to me. I will make sure she has her ring returned to her. I have scouts heading the direction of Feralas soon. Okay. And that's it. Just a bunch of experience. That story did not continue. Okay, I think we're done here. Pretty sure that we can just hearth out back to Feathermoon Stronghold. It was a long flight to get here. Okay, so, what are we looking for here? I think, let's clean this up a little bit. So Raid Scar Yeti hides we still have. We can find the backpack. Locate the lost night elf girl. Maybe when we go do the Yetis, maybe we head over here and see what this is about. This quest hasn't appeared yet. Let's check up top in the inn again and see if maybe there's a quest up here. Still no quest. Okay.
What brings you here? A lone light you
And now we fish and wait for the boat. I'm still absolutely convinced that it's faster just to swim from the island. But this is a good opportunity and excuse to do some fishing, so... I'm gonna keep at it. And we are gonna wait for that boat. Even when it seems like it's never gonna come. We're gonna keep waiting for it. There it is. Let's go ahead and re-equip our actual weapons. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and renew our poisons. Oh, that's cool. They actually have vendors on their boat. That's impressive. We could use a vendor. Alright, let's not get stuck on the boat. So we are actually going to be headed to the north. We probably want to get up to the road first though. So yeah, let's head up to the road and we'll just take that to the north. That's probably going to be our best bet. That was a bigger fall than I wanted, and thankfully we have that passive trait for basically like slow. It's not slow falling, but it's like feather falling. At least I thought that was a real thing. Maybe I just made it up. Oh, here we go. Safe fall reduces damage from falling. Okay, so we don't fall any slower. We just don't take as much damage from it. And that's good because that could have killed us there. I feel like that was a pretty hefty fall. Now this says we should be getting close to these guys, but I don't see them. Maybe they're going to be up in the hills back here. Yeah, it does seem like that's going to be the case. Now this should be the same deal as the other Yeti. We should be able to get the item from looting them and from skinning them. Let's round a few of them up. Let's go ahead and bandage up before we proceed. We got a pristine Yeti hide which starts a quest. You have found a pristine Yeti hide that is exceptionally thick and sturdy, more so even than the ones you've seen from the Yeti in the Rage Scar. Considering that Pratt McGruben at the Feathermoon Stronghold is in market for Yeti hides, this particular one may be of considerable interest to him. So maybe just some additional experience to turn in. I'll take it. I feel like there was probably a cave or somewhere that we missed. Here we go. Well, we've still got 2 of them on us, which is not ideal. I think we're gonna have to vanish out of this. Oh, that didn't work this time. Perfect. Oh, wait, it did work. Okay, they were just running off. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine here. We're all fine here. Yeah, we went into that with low health, I think. We didn't have full health there. If I was really serious about killing all of them, I should have healed up first. That's okay. That's what we have Vanish for. We didn't even need all these guys, it turns out. Okay, let's head further to the north and a little bit, we'll be heading a little bit over to the west to figure out what's going on with the quest up here. I realize I've spent very little time in this part of Feralas. We do have to get over this way, so maybe we come back here. And yeah, over here we have crystals growing out of rocks. And we have a giant, a stone giant. I am no good, Rambles. How do you know my name? I was supposed to be watching over my little friend, Shay, and somehow she got away from me. I'm not all that sure what happened really, but last time I saw her we was walking through the ruins just north of here. Everything was going fine, but then I turned around and she was gone. Now I just can't quite figure out what I should do here. Got any ideas? I'm awful worried. How about you go look for Shay? Your legs can travel much faster than mine. Locate the Night Elf girl. She's gonna... I don't know if I've ever done this specific quest. He doesn't seem familiar. She doesn't seem familiar. The little crystals growing out of the stone seem a little familiar. Maybe we did a quest concerning those before. But yeah, I don't remember this one. Which is interesting. I love coming across quests that I haven't done before. Lots of harpies. I remember these harpies. I remember getting a kill quest for harpies on some character. I'm gonna run through here, and then we're gonna vanish. Yeah, I definitely don't remember this. Oh, I'm so glad you found me. I must admit, I am a bit lost. But isn't this a beautiful place? It is. Do you think you could help me find my way back to my friend, Rockbiter? He was supposed to be watching me, but I do have a tendency to wander off now and then. There are just so many things to see and I get so distracted. There is one thing that will always work to get my attention though. Inside this chest you'll find a bell that is very precious to me. I just love the sound of it. You have my word. If I wander off, all you have to do is ring the bell and I'll come running back. That's a little weird, but okay.
Farewell.
Don't forget to take my bell out of the chest here. If I do happen to wander off, ring it and I'll find you again. I have a feeling we are going to be ringing this bell quite a bit. So we have to... Okay, she's going to walk with us. Supposedly. I don't trust her. I'm going to roll my camera out a bit so that we can notice when she does something silly. Are you sure this is the right way? Maybe we should go this way instead. No, maybe you should just listen to me. Is this supposed to be like... No, I'm not even going to speculate. It's just World of Warcraft. It just is what it is. She's just a slightly confused night elf girl. It's completely fine. Oh, hi. Yeah, enemies. Okay, we're going down here. Don't get lost. At least she'll stop wandering off if we get into a fight. She'll still help us fight, even if she's in her wandering phase. Which I'm pretty sure she is. Yep. Oh, there you are. We were right behind you. You're so weird. Alright, there we go. Why is she not supposed to wander off? So glad you're back, Shay. Please don't ever run off like that again. What would I tell your parents if I lost you?
What brings you here?
Why is he her guardian? I was getting worried about you. Thank you so much for bringing Shay home. What, you say this bell will work when Shay runs off? Well, how about that? How about it? And that's literally all they have for us to do. We don't get to know why they're out here camping out together, or what the blue crystals are, or anything. Okay, well that's a little bit weird, but I guess it's fine. How would, now without Questy, how would I have known about that quest? That's the real question, and probably the reason why I've never been up in this area before, because, you know, we only started using Questy about a year and a half ago. It was at the very end of Season of Mastery that I started using Questy. Not the end of Season of Mastery, it was at the very end of us getting to max level. So it was at the beginning of Season of Mastery. So yeah, it was a little bit over a year ago. And prior to that, I would not know about quests that were off in the random corners of Azeroth. There were many that I had never seen before. Alright, back to the boat we go, I guess. We don't, well... Did we miss a quest over here? That's just a 1,000 Needles breadcrumb, I guess. And then we have this one. I'm kind of wondering how much more I want to do here. Everything is really spread out. Everything is really spread out. And after realizing that we have Eastern and Western Plaguelands that we can do some stuff in if we need, I'm a little bit less worried about levels. On Kalimdor, we have places like Winterspring that we could do. But yeah, I am kind of wondering how much more we want to do. Maybe we ought to run out here, grab these, then hearth back. We have 6 minutes on our Hearthstone cooldown, and it'll probably take us a little bit longer than that to get out there and get to those objectives. So let's do that, and we'll at least wrap some of this stuff up, regardless of whether we stay here or not. One of the things I do like about Feralas is I like the lighting differences. So this area over here has a different lighting than this area, has a different lighting than this area. It makes it seem a little more diverse, and so you're not going through this enormous zone that is all exactly the same. Even the road is different, I think, up here. Like it is all just a little bit different, and I really appreciate that. Desolace has parts of it that are like that, where like the coast is drastically different than the inland part. It's really just too bad we don't do more up here. It'd be nice to have like a questing outpost up here somewhere for the Alliance. Just give us something more to do. That'd be like a cool thing that I would like to see out of a Classic Plus scenario. Would be just them going back and sprinkling more questing hubs and more content throughout the leveling experience. The leveling experience is such a huge part of what makes Classic Classic that I feel like it's definitely worth it to go back and like add to it. Give people more choices about where to quest, and then make it, it'll be like, you know, you come back to the game, maybe you've played for 20 years, but if they've added questing hubs and story and stuff like that, where like maybe we do some things where like the Horde get a way to quest in Westfall, you know, maybe like change it up a little bit. But definitely going back to the underused zones, like I feel like this is a tragically underused zone. Going back and adding stuff to the underused zones could be really good Classic Plus content. How are we getting up here? There's a ramp somewhere. We just need to find it. That's a little bit further on. I wonder why we didn't get this quest when we helped them. Hello, Rambles. I'm so glad to see you again. How was your trip to Darnassus? Oh, that's why. Well, you'll be happy to know that we've made quite a bit of progress while you've been gone. We even saved a nest full of eggs. Unfortunately, the mother died before we got to her. Say, would you want one for a pet? They look to hatch soon, so they'll need a good mother. What do you say? If you're really interested, take one of these eggs to Quentin at the racetracks in Shimmering Flats. He'll tell you more. I think we will do that. Not right this minute. But that would probably be pretty cool. If we could get like a little pet. We don't have any pets right now. We have mounts. I have a feeling. There we go. Thought we weren't going to get over that. Let's pick an easy place to head down here to the south of the road. And then we'll go around the western side of the lake. Don't really care what I pull. We're gonna vanish as soon as we get close to the objective, and then we'll figure out how we want to approach it. Tacked up on the nearby tree are two large leather backpacks. Each bears a small insignia of the Feathermoon Stronghold on the fronts of the pack. Inside the backpacks are two items. The first is a parcel of goods that was bound for Thalinar, then the second is a note hastily penned to an unknown reader. The note tells of discovering insidious bug-like creatures south of the Knoll camps in a place called the Writhing Deep. The author felt the need to investigate it personally, as though it was a serious threat to all of Feralas. The note is signed Rascal of Feathermoon. It would seem you have located where Rascal ultimately went. It would seem that we have, and now we're going to go investigate it ourselves, of course. Alright, so that is all done. We actually saved him, you know, I expected he would be dead. I'm glad that we actually did that chain because it turned out that our friend Rascal was alive. Miraculously unharmed. I'm kind of worried that it might be like an Aliens scenario. Maybe he's gonna have like a chest burster. It's kind of what I would be worried about at this point.
How are you?
Maybe put him under observation in a sealed room for a while. We wouldn't want that thing getting loose on the ship. I mean, in Feralas. Pristine Yeti hide. Here we go. Incredible. You may have found the granddaddy of all Yeti hides with this. You better believe I'll pay you for it. I normally don't pay that much for a single hide, but I'm pretty sure I can make something special from this. Well, that's nice.
Safe travel.
And we got level 51. Undelivered parcel begins a quest. The parcel of goods you found in the Woodpall Knoll Camp was supposed to be delivered the way station of Thalinar. Okay, we have the flight point, so... can definitely get that one done. Let's head this way. I'm not sure why I'm allowed to be on my mountain here. It's a little bit strange.
Ishno,
Welcome home, Rambles. Rascal checked in just a little while ago and told me what happened. No, the entire stronghold can't even begin to thank you for your great deed. Rascal would have been dead without your timely aid, and your assistance came to us without even so much as a whisper of the mercenary's fee. You bear the mark of a true hero. Know that you will always have a friend in Ginru Hearthkindle. General Chandra's Feathermoon would like to speak with you personally. No doubt she wants to thank you for your service to the stronghold. But I do know that she also wants to talk to you about the insect creatures that you and Rascal faced in southern Feralas. The reports of those Zook-Ash insects are frightening, to say the least. General Feathermoon is waiting for you in the main compound. We get a sword here that's fast. It's a fast 1.8. Oh, that's a dagger. It looked like a sword. My bad. We get nothing. Because we cannot use daggers. Because we are spec'd into hack and slash. Speaking of our spec, we can start putting some points somewhere else now. Unfair advantage. Whenever you dodge, you gain unfair advantage. Striking back for 50% of your main weapon damage. This would be great while soloing and questing, but less good in a group situation when we're not getting hit. Increase your total attack power. I think we could do this first. Increase your total attack power by 2% and all physical damage caused to enemies you have poisoned is increased by 2%. Yeah. We're going here first. We're probably going to have to go here too.
Hello.
Rambles, you've given... Robert speaks. Take 2. Rambles, I give you my warmest thanks for the aid you've given us. Your bravery in the face of overwhelming odds has warranted a reward worth 1,000 times greater. Nevertheless, I hope you accept this on behalf of the entire stronghold. Now, if I may, I'd like to ask you for your aid one more time. In light of the discovery of the Zook-Ash hive here in Feralas, I think you're the best choice for the mission. I'm entrusting you with a copy of the report Rascal made on the infestation of southeastern Feralas. While the main report is being filed in Darnassus, I want you to give this copy to an associate of the Protectorate. Her name is Gracina Spiritmight. She is a priestess who dwells in the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus. She has broad knowledge of these kinds of creatures, and her receiving this report would benefit us all.
Be careful.
Okay, that's it. I believe that's going to be all that we do here. I don't think even the one in Darnassus is going to send us back. It's probably going to dead end like we saw the other Silithid quests do. These Silithid quests are like full of like foreboding and like great lore and like build up, but they don't really go anywhere. But speaking of going somewhere, we're going to fly over here and just turn this one in really quick. I don't think that much is going to come of it, but we will see. And then we do have a few things that we need to get turned in back in Gadgekstan. And we can start working on everything there now that we've kind of left behind, waiting for us to gain a couple levels. So we'll go back, we'll finish up Tanarus. And we can start in on the Plaguelands, and the Western Plaguelands soon. We can start there soon. Which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. The Rogue is so much fun. There's so many enemies to fight in the Plaguelands, but I feel pretty powerful. If we gain a few more levels, if we do some stuff in Tanarus, and we start some stuff in Ungoro. If we get bored of Ungoro, or we don't think we're going to get 58, which, yeah, we're probably not going to get 58 in Ungoro. Even with the XP buff. So we may need to go to the Plaguelands, and I wouldn't mind. In any event, guys, I mean, we're level 51. It's not going to be too much longer before we are stepping through the Dark Portal and doing some Outland stuff. How do I feel about Outland? I feel like the questing is easy because there's lots of quests. They're all crammed really close together. Hellfire Peninsula has like 120 quests alone. I'm assuming we're not going to have to spend a ton of time in Outland. I think with the XP buff, we'll probably do Hellfire and Zangarmarsh. And I doubt we'll need much more than that. We're going to get to level 68, and then at 68 we will go right into either Borean Tundra or the Howling Fjord. So we'll see. I'm actually kind of getting excited to get this character to max level. Not like I'm in a rush. I'm not in a rush. But I have a lot of fun in dungeons doing damage on this character. And I'm kind of excited to eventually get to do heroics on it. I've been doing DPS on our paladin a little bit, and I like DPSing dungeons. It's something that I've never really done before. I've never really mained a DPS, and it's very different. But for the content that I do and the way that I like to play, as well as how I can often get distracted talking, it's probably like the role for me. If I can find the class that it works best on. Let's turn this in.
I'm listening.
Welcome to Thalinar, Rogue. Do you need assistance? Nope. Elune be praised, the delivery from Feathermoon Stronghold has finally arrived. Your presence here indicates to me that perhaps some ill fate may have befallen Rascal, our usual courier. I hope everything works out. I know that recently the Woodpaw have become highly agitated and from some source to their south. Yeah, we know all this.
Good luck.
You didn't tell us anything we didn't know. We do have this over in the Shimmering Flats to turn in as well. So we're going to be headed back to, I think we're going to be headed back to Tanarus is going to be the plan. I'm going to jump on a flight and I'm going to take us back there, guys. And that is where we are going to kick things off next time. We'll finish up in Tanarus, we will step into Ungoro, and then we will just kind of play it by ear from there. We do have a couple breadcrumbs now to turn in Darnassus. I'll do that tonight when I can put myself on a flight point and just step away for a while. And we'll get all that stuff turned in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm having a great time on the character. I'm getting really excited about it as we get higher in levels. I'm just having a ton of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know what you do think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.